What's up, you guys? It is Margot. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since we've just sat down, caught up, and chilled. I just wanted to get really nice and cozy, so I have my favorite blanket behind me if I want to snuggle up. I have my matcha in my Lolita by Lolita mug, which I've been loving her vlogs recently, her small business vlogs. She's so cute, but she made me this mug a couple months ago and I love it. What else? Yeah, I'm in my apartment. I want to just spill everything that's going on. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions and you guys pulled through. So I'm just gonna be going through those. Yay! Before I get into the questions, I just want to shout out my gift guides. You can go to margotlee.com. I'm uploading 12 gift guides. Make sure to check those out. It's the best way to shop for the holidays and I'm having so much fun making those. All right, I'm gonna get into the questions and just answer them in no particular order. The first question I want to answer, and just trigger warning for eating disorders, I'm gonna leave the timestamps for questions below. So if you want to skip forward, feel free to do that. The question is, have you ever dealt with body image issues? If so, what advice can you give? I definitely have. I feel like it was a pretty standard, which is really sad, but experience for at least females. I feel like I've never really talked about it because, I don't know, I guess I'm scared of saying it incorrectly, but I feel like it might help people. So I would say my body image issues probably started when I got to school, to college freshman year. Some backstory: I grew up dancing my entire life. I was super active. I also got puberty really late. I got my period senior year of high school, which is a lot later than most people. Yeah, by the time I got to school, I also started birth control. I stopped dancing and like being, you know, doing the workouts that my body was used to my entire life. I was just started being vegan also, so this was just like a recipe for disaster in terms of like taking care of my body. So I ended up gaining some weight, which I also think is normal just with a new lifestyle at school. Starting to see and like experience this new body when I felt like a lot of my peers had already experienced that because they'd gone through puberty sooner. I think because of all of that, I started thinking about food a lot more and like trying to be really healthy, especially because I just started being vegan. So I was like constantly trying to feed myself because I didn't know how much food my body needed on this new diet. Not diet, but like, you know, lifestyle. I felt like I should be working out a lot more, and there was a gym kind of near my dorm, so I just started doing what workouts I saw my friends doing or people online doing. It really was like not comfortable for my body, but I thought that it was just because I was weak. Anyways, that was probably the lowest my body self-image has been. It kind of continued on through sophomore year, and then junior year I went abroad and I told myself to just enjoy being there, eat what I wanted to eat, you know, eat all the carbs, all the pasta and pizzas, and try new foods. And honestly, I think that's what shifted my entire perception on my body image, and it became a lot more positive since then. Being abroad was a really great lesson of listening to my body, understanding when I was hungry, when I wanted to indulge. That's when I really started like walking a lot because we were walking all over cities, and I've just been able to maintain that and have a really positive body image honestly since then, just by listening to myself and being conscious of what my body needs, and not overthinking it. Because when I was overthinking what I was eating like 5 times more because I was obsessed with thinking about food. I don't know if that's helpful at all. I kind of just like word vomited all of that, but that was my experience, and I would say now I have a really positive body image. And yeah, I've just kind of accepted that my body looks a certain way. It doesn't look like everyone that I'm seeing online or in magazines, and that's totally okay. Everyone is built differently. I think also something that's helped, and I don't mean this in a negative way, it's actually been a really positive experience, but I've been going to so many influencer events the past like 6 months and meeting a lot of influencers that I've been following for a while, and kind of just like spending more time around that crew, around people that I'm always seeing them on my phone. And seeing them in person is just a great reminder that we're all people, we all look different, everyone looks amazing and healthy and beautiful, but maybe it's not like the exact way that they want to pose in pictures to come off a certain way. We're all human, You are beautiful. Look in the mirror today and thank your body. We're just so lucky to be on this earth. Hopefully everyone is healthy and happy, and yeah, our bodies are just a vessel. I actually had this conversation with my boyfriend this morning about, it's so weird how like I can feel so disconnected from my external appearance and like who we really are as people, and our souls have nothing to do with our faces or our weight or anything like that. It's literally just a vessel that like takes us through this life and lets us like be who we are in this physical world, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, that was a tangent, but yes, I've dealt with body image issues, but I feel like at this point I'm at a really great point in my life where I'm just really grateful to be here and healthy and listen to my body. Okay, next question. The next question is, why are you moving? So, if you guys missed it, I shared a couple vlogs back that I will be moving at the end of this year. Right now I'm living in the East Village with a roommate. It's honestly been a great year. Our lease is almost up. Ultimately, my roommate and I have both separately decided that we both want to live alone. That's kind of like both of our next steps. This apartment has been amazing, except for the fact that it's western facing, so it's literally a cave. It kind of looks like there's natural light right now, but my room is just constantly in a shadow. We don't get a drop of light in our apartment, and as somebody who's extremely sensitive to light, it's really hard for me. The building itself has been absolutely amazing. That's really my only complaint. It's been a really great location. I've lived a block away from my boyfriend, which has been amazing. But the rent is also going up just because we got a COVID deal. So it doesn't really make sense to stay somewhere expensive if both of us are looking for something by ourselves. That being said, I have documented probably 10 apartments that I toured, and I'm in the process of an application with one of them, and I'm so excited. So probably my next video, but I want to wait to see what happens with this application because it's a bit nerve-wracking, will probably be an apartment tour video. I'm gonna talk all about how I went about it, the types of places that I saw. I took videos of all of the places. But if you're curious right now, before that goes up, I have a podcast episode from our last year's search. I actually love the episode. It's like 8 minutes long, I think. So it's a short listen, but it's a fun one. So yeah, you can look out for that. Subscribe if you want to see that, because it's gonna be a good one. I got a lot of questions about career stuff, so I'm gonna answer at least one of them right now. And it is, what makes you want to work for a brand or business startup? That's a really good question. So I do influencing content creation, but I also do freelance marketing, consulting, and advising. There are two big factors in what companies I choose to consult for, and that is A, the product, and B, the people. So I really want it to be a product that I believe in, that I believe is good for the world, or something that I really believe in or love myself, because at the end of the day, don't think that I would do very well at a business that I just didn't believe in. So definitely the product. And probably just as important, if not more important, is the people. That's usually what draws me to the companies. It all happens through networking. So if there's people that I really vibe with and I want to explore that path, then I'm usually the one to pursue that. So yeah, pretty simple, but the product and the people are definitely the most important things to me. Okay, next question, because we're on this subject, is what is the new company that I'm consulting for? I feel like I'm in a position where I'm comfortable and excited to share this with you. It is a alcohol beverage company called Zuzu. I'm gonna try to nail this description. It is a bottled cocktail with 6 or less ingredients. Right now, the flavors that are out are passion fruit and calamansi lime. Very clean cocktails. They're agave based. They currently ship nationwide, but physically they're only in stores in New York, and they recently launched in LA, which is really exciting. And they're gonna be in some very big stores there, so just keep an eye out on the Instagram for that announcement. And yeah, it's been a ton of fun. I'm basically advising on their digital marketing side. So what types of content we should be making, content creators we're working with, sourcing different photographers, videographers, coming up with strategies, and helping to execute. Been really fun. I love the team. I love the product. It's the best way to get a little buzz on. So yeah, I'm really proud to be working there. Somebody asked, are you going home for the holidays? So I actually have really exciting holiday plans for Thanksgiving and Christmas, actually. So for Thanksgiving, I am going to be going to family in Florida. I haven't seen this family in like probably 4 years now. We were supposed to see them in 2020, but couldn't because of COVID. So it's gonna be so nice to see them. And then for Christmas, my family is doing something we've never done. We're going to be celebrating Christmas and New Year's Eve in Costa Rica. If you guys have recommendations, if you're from there or you've been there, you've traveled there a lot, please leave them in the comments. We're very open to ideas of what to do when we're there, but all of us are really excited and going with my family. So it's gonna be a great time. Somebody said, how do you have the patience to edit? I feel like filming is 25% of it. Editing takes a lot of effort and energy and focus, and I know a lot of people who outsource editing, which I think there's literally nothing wrong with that, especially if you're sharing a lot of yourself in the video and editing isn't as important, which I think from creator to creator, it's different ratio for absolutely everyone. But for me, I definitely put a lot of myself and my personality into the editing process. For me, I try to just stick to a schedule, and when I have a date that I want to get a video up, I just make sure that I hit that. I also love getting inspiration from other creators. Moya Mawini is just chef's kiss. I love her so much, and her videos are a piece of art. She's so talented. She just got a flat in London, so I'm really excited to see her move into that. Another creator that I just started watching is Michelle Choi. I actually saw Danielle Carolyn put it on her story, and that's why I started watching her. But yeah, her edits are just really clean but thoughtful, and she also lives in New York, so I love watching that. She's living by herself, mentally prepping for that by watching her videos. I also think it's really fun to get inspiration from pop culture and just what's going on in the world. So when I'm editing, maybe I'll be looking at a magazine to see how they do layouts. So I have the Wall Street Journal here, and I don't know, just having like text on one side and a picture, or how this ad has the white border around it and text on the border. I think you can get inspiration from so many different places. Speaking of, I think the All Too Well music video obviously is edited and shot really beautifully, so thinking about how you can take inspiration from that. I actually got a couple questions about finding your people at college, so I just want to speak to this. This also doesn't just have to be at college, this can just be in general, but making friendships and then getting close to people and building amazing relationships takes so much work, and I actually am really fascinated by this, and it's my next podcast episode. So subscribe, follow Working Title wherever you listen to podcasts, because I spoke to an expert about this, so I don't want to speak too much about this now because I don't want it to be repetitive. But put yourself out there, really seek out things that you're interested in. Don't just go with the flow and like go to parties or classes or whatever that all your friends are doing. Like if you're interested in a certain subject or there's a club that you really want to join, seek those out, make the effort. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but no one will be judging you. Everyone has been in those situations, and there's literally nothing shameful about doing something new or doing something by yourself. And also don't judge yourself. Like I feel like we are conditioned to think that we should be friends with a certain type of people, or popularity is a thing, which by the way, it's just like, if you're surrounding yourself with people, especially post college, that think that popularity is important, then drop them, because you will miss out on meeting so many incredible people in life and connecting with incredible, amazing people by putting that judgment in front of you. And if you can remove that and not judge yourself and not judge others, which is obviously a lot easier said than done, you're just gonna open your world to so many new types of people and experiences and thoughts and cultures. I think also, like, don't feel pressured to be putting these relationships or friendships online immediately. Some of my closest relationships are almost completely offline. I just went down like 50 different rabbit holes, but I hope that was helpful. I think just allow yourself to get lost, meet people that you would be surprised that you might like, and whoever it is and whatever your experience is, you're gonna learn so much from it, because other people can even act as a mirror for yourself, where you learn more about yourself through others. TED Talk over. Let's go to the next question. The question is, how do you become a content creator, and is it too oversaturated right now? This question is so exciting to me because I've been in the game for a very long time. I started YouTube probably like 8 years ago, maybe even more. But that being said, it's such an exciting time to be in this industry, because every time I go to events, there's new faces there and new creators, new people that are on the rise, and it is so amazing and exciting to see that. To be able to meet all of these new creators and see what they're working on and doing is so inspiring to me, because it's like refreshing, and it's really great to see that it's not too late, it's not oversaturated if you want to enter. I would say use TikTok. That's been mostly where these new creators that I'm meeting are coming from. That's like their primary platform, just given the affordances of TikTok. Like, it makes people go viral, so that's the quickest way. But I've also seen people on YouTube do really well over the past couple years by just creating consistent, really quality content. So depends what kind of growth you want, what type of content you want to make. I would say Instagram is great for your community and interacting with your community. I wouldn't say it's the best for growing. They're just not doing much like pushing of new creators, but that's probably my favorite platform regardless of that. But yeah, definitely just play around with TikTok. If YouTube is interesting to you, then be consistent, put out stuff that's quality, and also look for trends. What's something that a ton of people might be interested in that you have at your disposal or you're an expert in, and how can you share that with the world? What's the best platform for that? I actually did an entire pop-up class on this for 2 years in a row, so potentially this is like a class that I could teach if you guys would be interested, because I have like a whole slide deck on this. But find your niche, be creative, consistent, and be passionate about it. You know, also I would normally say like don't just do it to like make money, or like don't enter for the wrong reasons, but honestly it's kind of becoming a mainstream job, and if you want to have a new way to make money, social media is a great way to do it. And I think that used to be looked down upon, to like enter for the wrong reasons, but if you want followers, if you want to make money and you want a side hustle, fucking go for it. Like, there's no shame in that, and it's a great way to do that. So woo, go for it. I'll cheer you guys on. All right, I'm gonna end this video, but before I do so, I need to shout out my gift guides. They're my baby this time of year. I'm obsessed with them. I've come out with 4 by the time that you're seeing this, maybe even 5, and they're all so good, and it's so fun seeing you guys interacting with it and all that good stuff. Subscribe, and yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, love you, bye. Also guys, guess what? I dropped an Easter egg for something that I'm working on in this video, so you can call me Taylor Swift.